Alright, y'all, this is Bankhead Violinist, and this is gonna be a different one than the usual ones because I'm being guided to like tell y'all how hard I had it, and let y'all know that these series of messages and stuff like that are not the way y'all seeing it, because basically I was able to look at it from a different point of view and see how it can look for somebody else. I'm not saying anybody's not smart. I'm not saying I'm not on a popular street. It's actually the total opposite. Like, people are actively trying to
continue on Cleveland Avenue Southwest for half a mile.
On me, messed up a business that basically I literally built from the ground up by working hard. That I started at when I was 12 years old. I literally have slept in my car, not for myself, but for myself, for other people. I literally have slept in the car for 4 months in front of my house for somebody who mom didn't want them there. Even though I had a place that I literally slept in the car.
In 400 feet, turn right.
I grew up
Take
at
the
Bankhead,
next right,
so
then turn right.
I grew up at Bankhead, so it's not a place where carrying around the violin would be the easiest thing. Literally, people would talk crap, but then I just had to ignore it. Literally, I was always sitting in the front seat of the classes and stuff like that, and people would be so mad, like, why are you asking all these questions when you already know the answers? And I would be like, the reason I know the answers is because I'm asking all the questions. And so, literally, it was not easy for me. During college and everything, I was in relationships with people who wanted to argue with me all the time. Even if I'm headed to class to where I'm sitting outside arguing, trying to appease whatever they got going on, and missing valuable class time. I literally had to, I've had people allow me to authorities. I've had people literally, when I be going out of town, just because of jealousy at something that I literally had to work really hard for. Literally 6 years of putting together the violin part, more than 20 years of playing the violin, and having to learn different instruments. The way I dance, I literally had to watch so many episodes stuff. I didn't get Jack and Jill like some people in America. I didn't even get Boy Scout. My mom didn't buy me no instrument. I literally used school instruments and stuff like that. Nothing was easy for me. Nothing at all. 0%. Literally, I had it harder than the vast majority of people. Even though, of course, I won't say everybody, because everybody's struggles are different. Literally, my dad, alcoholic. Literally, my mom stole money from me since I was young. My very first job was at Bottle Supermarket. I would arrive at the job. I would walk from my grandmother's house. I was at 14 years old. I would walk from my grandmother's house miles all the way up to Bottle Supermarket, and just to work. And my mom would steal my check. I would go up there, and Miss Steve, the manager, would be like, your mama already came and picked up your check. I would call her. I'd be like, oh, hey, mom, you got my check? And she was like, oh, yeah. I'd be like, well, did you save me something? She was like, yeah, you bought me some shoes. You got my hair done, da-da-da. I'd be like, you saved me something? And she'd be like, yeah, like $30, $40. I'd be like, oh, thank you. And that money I would use to buy my cousin them something. I wouldn't, basically, any money I had, I would go to, I would make sure I bought everybody else something to eat. Literally, I would share all of my stuff, and nobody else would. My sister, because my dad was abusive, I had plenty of court dates and stuff like that with him, where he's trying to fight me, and I guess he was taking off his insecurities on me. Literally, he gave my sister the authority to do whatever she wanted to. So literally, she was hitting me with coat hangers, say whatever she wanted to say in front of my cousin. Them literally, she broke my PlayStations, all that kind of stuff. I've had cousins do me wrong. My cousin Money just literally had a smear campaign against me by editing one of my videos from me playing at the Bell Yard. It's also I was trying to like I'm trying to hold him down or something, saying he asked, he never asked me to help him do anything. Literally, I gave them an opportunity once on one of my shows. both my cousins, I gave them an opportunity to come perform with me, and they didn't show up at all. Nobody showed up. Nobody has ever given me anything for my birthday. I give people stuff for their birthday every single time. I literally show up for everybody's event. Nobody ever even says happy birthday to me. Nothing. Like, literally, I am the one who gives. Literally, I like thousands of dollars to anybody. Like, whatever I get, I literally help people out. Any trips I went on, and if other people came with me, they didn't have to pay for nothing. I paid for it all. Literally, these people are looking at the abundance I have now as if I'm showing off or something like that. I'm literally being thankful for the blessing and the fact that basically God is seeing me through so much. Literally, I'm doing all this dancing and have like medical things going on and have to fight through it because Piedmont, they literally they held off surgery for what, like a whole month. Like, they kept on holding off, and to where I'm still going through it. Like, now, literally, so many things, literally, like so many things, where people have just tried to hold me down. My mom just tried to claim to people that I was crazy to try to get my money. Having people do a wellness check on me, knowing that I'm clearly of a great insane mind. Literally, just people have just been extremely abusive to me, but I've kept my cheery disposition because I love God, and I've always been an optimistic kind of person who always just I just like to love people. There's like, everybody in my family will testify, unless they just want to hate. They know for a fact that I show up with a cheery disposition, always giving, always buying our little kids stuff. Nobody else took I took all my teenage cousins down in the car. We lapped up and everything, so that they can enjoy themselves down in Savannah. Literally, I'm the person who shows up all the time. Like, well, a lot of the men in the family don't show up. I'm the one who's there. I make sure I come. If they let me know, I'm gonna come. Literally, if people need something. My mom, they just bought Beyonce tickets. My mom had got a whole lot, she bought everybody Beyonce tickets except for me. I went ahead and bought my own, sat in my own little section, but still came. Like, people have tried to hold me down in so many ways. Literally, she did not. I got a full ride scholarship to any school in the nation, the Bill Gates scholarship, and I helped my sister get that same scholarship. My mom stole more than $4,000 from me that I was trying to use to buy a car, and I said, even though I had already given her thousands of dollars for just as a gift, and I didn't give my dad any because he had stolen from me multiple times, and he ended up stealing from me later on. He ended up emptying out my bank account. Literally, my mom, I told her I wanted to go ahead and buy a car, which my sister ended up doing. The way she did hers is she went and bought a car, and she didn't have to spend her money on car payments all the time. My mom stole my money to where I literally kept on having to be paying these high car payments, where right now, I may have had 2 cars, but it's because I was paying $800 a month for one of them, and then I'm paying $300 a month for this one. So I was paying $1,100, and plus I'm paying for the insurance for both of them. Literally, I have not had anything easy. So whatever y'all thinking is not what it is. Y'all are looking at where I am now, and not even seeing the truth of where I am now. Literally, I'm having to do all this stuff by myself. Y'all are seeing snippets of social media. Yes, I may know how to edit well, and I can smile through anything, but that doesn't mean that I had anything easy. I literally grew up in Bankhead. Do you know how hard it is to grow up with a cheery disposition, knowing everybody around you doing you wrong, sister abusing you, your dad abusing you? You know how hard it is to stop drinking, stop smoking weed, all that kind of stuff, follow God, all that kind of stuff, when nobody else around you is doing it. All of that is very difficult. None of that is easy. And it's evident by the fact that there's not many people who are doing it. And people think just because I'm doing it, they want to be mean to me. God said he wasn't having it. So that's the reason why God makes sure I smile every day. I can dance every day. I can do what I need to do to be happy, because so many people don't want me to be happy. Even though all I do is help other people. All I do. Playing the violin, help other people. Me releasing these videos is meant to help other people. If people look past whatever they feeling inside, they will see that all of that stuff is helping. All of it, every single thing is an instruction to try to help somebody. So I don't know what y'all thinking, but I have not had anything easy. I do not have it easy now, but I'm going to continue to smile. I'm going to tell you to follow God, and I'm going to tell you to do right. Backyard violence is up out of here.